at birth control as kind of like a reverse Virgin Mary situation, but instead of protecting my virginity and making me birth the Son of God, it let me lose my virginity and introduce someone's son to God. In both cases, some guy with a J name didn't have to be a dad. But, you know, I'm a little bit suspicious of Big Pharma because I feel like this would be the perfect way to microchip women. I mean, think about it. It's called the implant. They inject it in the same way they do the trackers in the Hunger Games. And it's marketed by Vanessa Hudgens. We're all in this together? Yeah, it's called the government database. But, you know, some of the things that men say are like birth control in and of themselves. Some guys will do this thing. Yeah, you guys know what's up. Some guys will do this thing where they will talk at you and think that they're having a conversation. And getting into these conversations is a little bit like quicksand. You don't realize you're in it until it's too late and then you're stuck. Whenever I'm in one of these conversations, I feel like one of those Barbie dolls that only has like 5 things that she can say. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my god, no way. Haha, you're so funny. That is so interesting. Wow, Jason, I didn't know that. Every once in a while you try to sneak in a like, well, actually, I think, and you get cut off faster than a girl cuts bangs after a breakup. Sometimes you'll be in a situation where 2 guys are talking at you at once, which is what I like to call in-person podcast listening. Whenever I complain to my mom about men, she always tells me the same thing. She goes, that's why you need Jesus, because Jesus doesn't disappoint. But I kind of feel like Jesus is like on the same bullshit. He just calls his podcasts sermons. And I don't want to date Jesus, you guys, because then I would just be a nun. And to me, being a nun is like going to an all-girls school, except you're all in a relationship with the same guy. And he doesn't talk to any of you. And every single girl there is convinced that their boyfriend loves them equally. But, you know, in a convent, you don't even get, like, the fun parts of an all-girls school. Like, I don't know, like the cute uniforms, or communion wine, or, you know, lesbianism. Instead, you just have to wear a giant black napkin and share your boyfriend with 30 other women. It's like that one season of The Bachelor where the guy was a virgin. Nobody's fucking. Nobody's happy. And in the end, he was gay all along. I think that they should do a version of The Bachelor called the Jesus Bachelor, where it's Jesus and like 20 nuns. And instead of the rose ceremony, they could have the rosary ceremony. And you know, every season on The Bachelor, there's one bitch who's lying to him. Yeah. And it would go you know what's up. Yeah, and it would go the exact same way with the nuns. I know what you're thinking. What nun would lie to Jesus? The ones who want to win, that too. But maybe my mom like sees something in me because I have had multiple ex-boyfriends become very religious after we've broken up. You know how lesbians have the last guy they date before they go gay? Well, I'm the last woman a man dates before he sees God. Without me, they immediately seek the help of a guiding force. Dating me is like a religious experience for a couple reasons. I also usually have about 12 guys following me around. I work at a bar, so I can also turn your water into wine. If I'm on my period, you are also gonna have to part the Red Sea. If I'm upset, just give me like 3 days. And you know, like Jesus, the men who get closest to me are usually the ones who end up betraying me. But, you know, I acknowledge the power that I have, and I've decided that instead of sermons, I'm going to start my own podcast, and it's going to be called Come to Jesus. I'm Magenta Brown, thank you guys so much.